Hi everyone, warmly welcome to all of you with another important training session is forklift safe operation training. So if you are new to our channel, Training Zone, please subscribe, like, share. It's our daily learning club. Like me, you will also be learning each other. So I'm sure you will have some experience as a professional. And can you just mention your experience in the comment as a professional? And very simple question asking to you, do you love yourself? And when last time you asked yourself, do I love myself? Have you asked this question to yourself? Do I love myself? Do you love yourself? And if I ask you, do you love your family? So I'm sure your answer will be yes. So are you a defensive forklift operator? You have to stop here and start thinking how you can prove that you are a safe forklift or defensive forklift operator. And if I ask one more question, what are the real root causes of forklift accidents as per your experience or as per your understanding? Or you are not a safety professional, but still working in different department or different processes. I'm sure you will have some understanding. What are the real root causes of forklift accidents? But anyway, you will find plenty, but one is human factors. The second one is equipment issues, workplace hazards, procedural failures, or organizational factors more like inadequate resource allocation is there, insufficient training budget. And root causes also have some examples like operating drivers or the operators driving too fast or recklessly, failure to properly secure loads, and so many other reasons, and sometimes no operational checks. And if I ask one more question, what are the common root causes of incidents? And I'm sure you will find plenty, but these are the top 20. And shortcut is always coming first. 95% my students, trainees always mention is shortcuts. Out of my 3,000 plus training sessions in more than 12 different countries, this is what the claim I'm sharing, because I always ask to the experienced trainees as per their understanding, what are the real root causes of accidents. And that's what they mention. A lot of people mention shortcuts, carelessness, ignorance, no attentiveness, poor knowledge, overconfidence, unsafe acts, conditions, defective tools and equipment, no use of PPs or no effective trainings, excessive workload, poor communication, not following the safety rules and regulations, or poor leadership, like use of push policy only, no value to safety system, no value to work permit, no joint set inspections, poor preparation, and no self-realization, like my safety, my department, my life. First of all, my responsibility. So safety starts from me, safety starts from you. Now, another question to all of you, how can we prevent fire incidents 100% or forklift incidents? Can we? Yes. But in fact, it's a big no, but we can try 100%. Do you have any understanding about PDCA? Because if you understand PDCA, then I can claim your life is very organized because you are following PDCA and you are continually improving. And what is PDCA? P stands for plan and do, D stands for do, C stands for check, A stands for act. So PDCA means plan, do, check, act, and don't do anything without a plan. And once you have a solid, proper plan, then follow the plan, do it. And once we do the things, there are possibilities of some gaps or some sort of mistakes you can identify. So during the checking process, identify all those gaps and prepare an action plan, means act, A for act. So PDCA, plan to check, act. So this is how you ensure continual improvement, plan to check, act, and keep this cycle on a daily basis. Whatever project activities or processes you are managing with the departments or the businesses even you are managing, have your, or even you are a student, just like make sure you are not doing anything without a plan. So specifically, if we talk about forklift hazards, I can give you an example of Saudi Aramco. They have identified hazards like unauthorized use, uncertified operators, rollover, impact with personal equipment, drop materials, and what control should be there. Make sure we have trained and certified operators. Daily inspection should be there. No standing or riding, on forks, or no walking under the raised forks or loads. Backup warning should be working. Seat belt should be functioning, and the safety devices must also should be like operational. And bear in mind, the voice of a forklift safety manager is time to view safety not as a cost, but as an investment in our most valuable, you know, the like most valuable assets are people. So what daily checks are mostly recommended? Make sure at least you check mast and overhead guard for damage. Then test operating controls like brakes, lights, horn, and steering wheel. Examine tire pressures and fluid levels. Ensure the forks are in good condition. Check the water, oil, or radiator checks. So we should put some safety signs, safety posters for general awareness of our people. Like one example I gave, carry it low and keep it slow. So we can put some safety posters. So simple safety rules like focus safety, you can highlight some of the safety rules. So very clear course objective we can highlight here, understand how forklifts work and how operator, must operate the forklift safely and skillfully, and the operating hazards, and most importantly, the principles of safe operation, properly inspect and maintain a forklift. So in fact, we will have understanding of 9 different domains as outlined, like introduction, parts of forklift, forklift accidents, types of forklifts, forklift stability, data plate, and most importantly, the forklift safety pre-operational inspection and review. So let's start with introduction. Make sure you are 18 years or older than that to operate a forklift. Below 18 years, the forklift shouldn't be allowed to operate. Why forklift training is necessary? This is the question to you. Please highlight in the comment, and I'm sure you will give your reply if you are watching this video and you are learning and you are a passionate learner. Then reply with the questions. The why forklift training is necessary. Why? So I'm just waiting for your answer. And otherwise, I'm going to tell like 100 fatalities each year, 20,000 lost work days injuries annually, common injuries, hitting a pedestrian, tipping over improperly positioned loads, falling from raised forks, and even falling from a ladder stuck with a forklift, falling material. And as per OSHA 1910.178 states, only trained and authorized operators shall be permitted to operate a powered industrial trucks. So forklift versus automobile, look at the difference. Forklift mean rear of a forklift swing in opposite direction of the turn, and forklift impact against object magnified. And most importantly, bear in mind the rear of a forklift swings in opposite direction of the turn, and forklift impact against object magnified drives backward and forward. And the rear of a forklift swings in opposite direction of the turn, and the forklift impact against object magnified and also drives backward or forward. One hand on controls. One hand on controls. So look at the difference how car and forklift have a difference to operate. And if I ask you what is more easy to operate, forklift or car? So I'm waiting for your answer. Yes, there must be PPs, especially like gloves, glasses, hearing protection devices, helmet, insulated jacket, case of cold stores, especially in, and parts of forklift. Look at the forklift, and these are the parts like overhead guard is there, lift control, we have seat belt, and the tilt control is there, and we have mast, lift cylinder, very important. Lift chains should be qualitative all the way and must be maintained. Preventive maintenance plan for the forklift is very much important to manage all these parts, backrest, and also carriage and forks. Forks should be not wobbling up. They should be like everything should be qualitative. Otherwise, report to the maintenance department, raise a work order, and let them correct it. Don't operate a damaged or defaulted forklift, because after all, your life is important and you are the only hero for your family. So don't kill yourself. Be safe. Safety is your necessity, because company will get new employees like this actually. So lift truck main components like chassis, counterweight, mass is there, and work equipment, truck body is there, and counterbalance balances everything to achieve center of gravity. Of course, counterbalance forklift like 99.9% of front wheel drive and rear wheel steering. Why? Because in a loaded condition, all of the weight is over to the drive axle for maximum traction and braking power. In a turning situation, the rear ends of the truck swings while the front and the stays stationary. So look at the engine-powered forklift, like Mast is there, overhead guard, hydraulic pump. Engine, you'll find rear wheel, clutch or torque converter. Transmission, you have fork, mast, even front wheel and front axle. And for battery-powered mast, fork, all parts are almost same. Just main thing is the pump motor, the batteries, and the PS motor. And for overhead guard, yes, overhead guard, warning light should also be there. Hydraulic lift, mass, upright chains, hydraulic cylinder, carriage and forks. And yes, gauges are important like engine temperature, fuel gauge, battery gauge, and hour meter. Truck controls, make sure we understand directional control. This looks this one stating we have raise and lower controls, tilt control, parking brake, accelerator, and also brake. Switches, there is horn and ignition. And mass specifications, overall load height or maximum fork height or free lift or OALH or MFH, usually the same, but vary based upon the mass formula. So keep learning, guys, keep learning, because being a defensive forklift operator required a lot of training. So training zone is helping with that encouragement that you have to keep learning every day. It's not like just one time you will watch this video and will understand everything. Might be this video again and again you have to watch and understand. Watch it again and again just to make sure you understand every technical point, every word, and don't move on to the next page until you understand the current one. And mass specification, look at, we have free lift, we have overall height load and maximum fork load. So this is the difference, because one picture is more louder than words. I'm sure through the pictures you will have some understanding how the OAHL, like overall height load, or free lift, and on the other side, I'm at a maximum fork height, how it looks like. Mast types, we have a double X, like two-stage free view mast. Mast has two sections, one outer and does not move, and an inner section that raises and elevates the carriage and forks. We also have three-stage mast, like consists of three sections, like one outer and two inners, and two inner sections raised from outside is the mast elevates high. The mast type provides a shorter load height for use through doorways. We also have four-stage mast, that's we call it C chord, and consists of four sections, one outer and three inner rails. We also have standard hook type forks, dimensions class 2, 16 inches, 20 inches, and 25 inches. Three different sizes are there, types are there. We also have pin or shaft type carry, like generally used on larger application, larger capacity trucks such as X models. We also have standard taper pallet forks. So make sure we maximum lift the load 75% and fully tapped bottom. These are the types of the forks. We also have block forks. We have lumber forks, different size. Types of ties, we have air and solid rubber. We have air and solid rubber. Or we have cushion or solid rubber, means indoor or smooth surfaces. We use cushion tires or solid tires. We can use puncture-proof smooth indoor surfaces. Consult your vehicle owner's manual. Forklift attachments, we have multiple attachments like dimensioning devices we can attach with. For fork truck mounted dimension system provide dimensions for the cargo, or side shifters. Hydraulic attachments are there, and rotator, we can use that one also, and fork positioning. Okay. It's not like always use like this. You can And also we have a roll and barrel clamp attachment. So different attachments are there, but be careful that those attachments must be designed properly, and the use and the operator must be good enough to use all these attachments, safely. Pole attachment is also there. We also have C carton and multi-purpose clamp attachments. The picture is more loaded than words. We have a drum handler attachments, especially to lift the drums. We also have man basket, okay, especially to work at height, but full body harness, anchor point, all need to be used. Single double forks are there. So as per your industry need, or as per your need in the warehouse or the, production floors, or you have to have a need assessment. As per your needs, you need to decide what things are important. Telescopic forks is there. And what accidents can happen? Several accidents are happening globally. One person died even on Wednesday after a forklift accident in Florida County. The incident happened shortly after 5 p.m. in front of the tap store. So several incidents, you can go to the YouTube and find out thousand and thousand accidents happen due to forklift, and start learning, because we have two domains of learning: either learn from our own mistakes or learn by the mistakes of others. These deaths were preventable, to be very honest, because if forklift operation is having some defensive techniques, and they are managing at least five top risk, like falls, hitting by falling or moving loads, hit by forklift equipment, overturning or amputations, and all are preventable. Injury prevention, basic management leadership required, employee participation. We need hazard control, prevention and control system, education and training, and training and training. Because training and development both are reciprocal. So program evaluation and improvement, we need to have a communication and coordination on multiple employee sites. These principles are adopted and recognized by different companies under OSHA standards also. Falls, look at the picture, self-explanatory. Okay, order picker, look at an NC standard is also there, like Z359, fall arrest equipment, stuck by how it looks like. Okay. Unattended forklift, like lower forks, unauthorized control, shut off power, set brake, falling load kill, loads improperly stored kill. What can be done? Accidents, just an example. Okay, just examples of, so guard needed, lifting, moving the fork. Is there a procedure to get forklift off? How are you gonna load or offload? What is the procedure to free stuck forklift? Truck unloading, how it should happen? Forklift amputation hazard is there. So all the pinching points of the dangerous amputation hazard need to be carried out, like scissor point between lifting carriage and mast, pinch points between overhead guard and mast, chain and this a sprocket can ampute fingers. Electrical hazard should also be bear in mind. Burns and fire and burns, both are the hazards. Many people trust these machines. Look, types of forklifts. We have electric truck, different, two classes: electric truck, class 2 electric truck, or hand truck. Okay, industrial tractor truck, and also rough terrain. This is how they look like. Self-explanatory, Class 2 looks like this. Electric motor is there, narrow construction to fit and hills, solid tires. We also have hand trucks as per our need, even though it's motorized and walk behind a ride, low or high lift, and counterweight straddles. Even class 4 is propane internal combustion engine. Solid tires is there. Class 5 looks like this, air filled. Industrial trucks, the yard tractor or straddle carrier is there. Rough terrain trucks looks like this. They're more heavier. These are some of the types of powered industrial trucks. Not okay, they are not powered industrial trucks, forklifts. How forklifts can be stable. Stability of the forklift, even though it depends on load and counterweight, center of gravity need to be achieved, and most importantly, the balance is life. Balance is everything. Teeter totter principle. The picture is more loaded. Look at the diagram. How the counterweight and the weight need to be balanced out. And look at the counterweight on the right side and the front. We have load and fulcrum have to be balanced up, and the surface should be leveled. Load capacity is important to understand. If my question is, if your forklift is 1 ton, capacity is 1 ton, how much kg weight you are going to lift with that 1 ton capacity forklift? Waiting for your answer. Load center is important, guys. Weight distribution is important. Okay, examples of wheel loading or fork. So some examples are there. Load center. Be cautious of long load centers. Long load and rated load both have a strong difference. Center of gravity, truck vertical center of gravity, a combined center of gravity, how it looks like. It's all about gravity, balance. Okay. The stability triangle, how it looks like. Vehicle center of gravity unloaded. Stability triangle is there, center of gravity of vehicle and maximum load vertically. So what can cause a tip over? Center of gravity, side to side, center of gravity forward, center of gravity back. The combination of acting circumstances can cause tip over, so be careful. Stability triangle and how data plate looks like. Truck model is there, attachment tire size, lift height, load center capacity, vertical, different serial numbers. Complete information is on the data plate. Maximum and minimum, the weighing capacity. Importance of data plates should never be ignored, and we all have to manage proper neat and clean data plate. So all information as per OSHA regulations even must be critically meet that criteria. Yeah. Some formulas, inch pound ratings. Avoid these mistakes. Don't travel with a raised load. Forklift capacity, the right one and the wrong one. Look at here, the right and the wrong. Okay, these need to be avoided. Plan and prepare for loading. Plan. PDC is important here. Picking up a load, how it should be like. Very important rules are mentioned, especially till the mast back. Moving the load, how we have to move the load. Driving on an incline. More reasons why forklift tip over. Guidelines for starting the job. Guideline for finishing the job. General rules should be there. General rules. So these rules, even you can take a screenshot and put on the notice board for proper continual learning of your team. Inspection is important. What need to be like propane powered, check oil, liquid, check cables, fan belts, check tank and hose attachment. Electric powered, check the battery condition, while the operator's seat is also make non-moving checks like gauges, lights, other things. I'll share a checklist here. Operating a forklift only by authorized and the trained gentleman. Tip over safety procedure. Always wear your safety belt. Load and unload. Traveling. And for traveling, make sure the floor shouldn't be damaged. Never eat a drink and not don't use mobile. ramps and railroads, docks, different situations are there. For parking, don't block exits or rails. Don't block exits or rails, lower the force. Set gear to neutral and also set the parking brake. And turn off the key. For in refueling, fill in well ventilated area. Highly flammable gas, do not smoke. Danger is there. Battery charging is important, but should be in a designated area. Wear proper PPs. Safety belt is important to avoid tip over, and also forklift video clip. We can take it from YouTube. Forklift inspection and maintenance, so fuel levels, tire pressures, and condition of forks, safety decals. Everything need to be checked. Attachments and stacking loads of pallets. Pallets quality should also be good enough. Safe and dangerous, you can observe a picture is more louder than 1,000 words. Avoid these extremely dangerous practices. Make sure you understand the blind spots of the forklift, because within that blind spots, things wouldn't be in your control. So much better is to understand and have a 360-degree view, especially for the pedestrians. And how it can happen, see, loading trailers and railroad cars are there. Wider irregular size loads, different situations. So be aware of the hazards you face and take precautions. Be familiar. Don't the forklift do's and don'ts. You have to understand. Stay out the mass of the forklift. No speeding. Don't leave your forklift unattended. Safe operation of forklift and other powered industry trucks. You must also have hands-on training. Practical training is important, and this is pre-operation checklist. But don't just tick. Make sure you understand each point, and if something is not good, make it cross and let the maintenance department to take care of your forklift. Because if you will take everything, maintenance department will be sleeping. So check everything. All points are important here. So quiz time. When parking or leaving your truck, you should what? All of the above. All industrial trucks, lift trucks are equipped with controls which allow you to raise, lower, and tilt the forks. True. Of the three load position illustrated above, which is most stable? So 3 is the most stable because it's tilt back, so load is more secured. Real wheel steering is used on forklift because it gives the operator greater control when using the forks. True. Always check the air pressure. Yes. All industrial trucks are equipped with a clutch. No. Which of the following is not a type of forklift? Air-cooled, powered. Wide and long loads are more unstable than other types of load. True. If the lift mechanism on your lift fails, you should try to repair the chain or hydraulic system. False. The load capacity of a truck can be found on its data plate. True. The load capacity of the truck can be found on its data plate. True. Thank you very much, gentlemen. I hope this training video will have given you comprehensive information and knowledge about forklift safe operation. So again, after this training, you still have to ask, am I a safe, defensive forklift operator? Because machines are killer, heavy equipments are more killer. So we have to learn, keep learning. That's why training zone is there. So like me, I'm sure you're also learning. Thank you very much. Take care of yourself. Please subscribe, like, and share. This is our daily learning club. This is our training zone. Thank you very much.